Every time you get an answer from ChatGPT, every time you run an AI the image generator, every time your phone unlocks with Face ID, a signal travels through hundreds of servers, and between those servers there are devices directing all that traffic. Today we're looking at the company that makes them, Arista Networks. Ticker, ANET. The stock dropped almost 10% from its peak. Is this a problem with the company or an opportunity? Let's go through the numbers. Here's the plan. We'll cover what this company actually does, how it makes money, why the stock fell, who are the real competitors, what the growth story looks like, and then I'll build a full DCF valuation model live in the browser. At the very end, my daughter joins, and we make the buy decision together. Think of a modern AI data center. Thousands of GPU servers that need to talk to each other at insane speeds. We're talking 400 to 800 gigabits per second. Without the right networking equipment, all those GPUs just sit there waiting. That's where Arista comes in. If NVIDIA makes the engines, Arista builds the roads. They design high-performance Ethernet switches and routers, but the real secret weapon is their software, called EOS, Extensible Operating System. One unified operating system for the entire network, open, programmable, and incredibly hard to replace once installed. Arista operates in 3 markets. The most important one, AI hyperscalers. Meta, Microsoft, Google. They are building massive AI data centers and they need Arista's switches. The second market is enterprise campus, corporate office networks. And the third is cloud providers and service providers. Arista is growing in all 3, but AI is the locomotive. Just recently they launched XPO, liquid-cooled pluggable optics with 12.8 terabits per second of bandwidth. That is next-generation stuff. No one else is offering this at scale right now. This is how Arista stays ahead, $9 billion in revenue, up 29%. This is the first time in the company's history they've crossed $9 billion. Now 84% is hardware, the switches and routers. But that 16% services piece is important. It's support contracts, software subscriptions, Cloud Vision licenses, and it's growing faster than hardware. The margin story is outstanding. Non-GAAP operating margin. For a hardware company, this is almost unheard of. How do they do it? Capital light model. They don't own factories. Design happens in-house. Manufacturing is outsourced. So most of the revenue flows to the bottom line. One of my favorite metrics for a business, deferred revenue. That's an 87% increase in 1 year. What this means? Customers have already paid. Arista just hasn't delivered the service yet. That's future revenue locked in the bank. Visibility is exceptional. Let's look at the chart. Peak in November 2025 around $165. Dropped to $117 by February. That is a 30% correction on a company with record earnings and $1 billion in quarterly profit. So what happened? 5 reasons. Out of all 5, customer concentration is the one I watch most closely. If Microsoft or Meta cuts their CapEx budget, even for 1 quarter, the stock will react hard. That is the real risk to price in. And yet, with all of these concerns, the company just printed record earnings, $1 billion in a single quarter. That tells you the business itself is healthy. The stock drop was driven by sentiment and fear, not fundamentals. Cisco is the main competitor. But here's the key insight. Cisco is a Swiss Army knife. They do networking, security, collaboration, everything. Arista is a scalpel. They only do networking and they do it better than anyone else for AI data centers. That focus is a competitive advantage, not a weakness. The NVIDIA story is more nuanced. NVIDIA wants to sell not just GPUs but also the networking layer via InfiniBand. Arista is fighting back through ESUN, Ethernet for Scale-Up Networks, an open standards-based alternative. If Ethernet wins the scale-up networking market, Arista's addressable market multiplies significantly. In 2025, Gartner positioned Arista as the leader with the highest ability to execute in data center switching. That is the industry's vote of confidence. I want to spend a moment on the refresh cycle because it is underappreciated. The AI era demands networking speeds of 400 to 800 gigabits per second. Most data centers built in 2021 and 2022 run on 25 or 100 gigabit infrastructure. That hardware simply cannot handle modern AI workloads. It has to be replaced. This is not optional. You cannot run a cluster of thousands of AI GPUs on 5-year-old networking gear. So in addition to all the brand new data centers being built right now, Arista also has a massive wave of upgrade orders coming from existing facilities, 2 tailwinds hitting at the same time. New builds plus refresh cycles. That combination is why analyst consensus projects 25% revenue growth in 2026 and a compound annual growth rate of 22 to 23% over the next 3 years. The 14-year historical CAGR for Arista is 35%. This company knows how to grow. The one risk I'll call out here, tariffs. Manufacturing is outsourced to Asia. Tariff changes can hit hardware costs. Management says they can pass costs through to customers. We'll see how that plays out in the margins over the next 2 quarters. Now let's build the valuation. I'm using a DCF model. Base inputs, FY 2025 revenue, $9 billion. Shares outstanding, 1.275 billion. Net cash on the balance sheet, $10.7 billion, all from the official earnings report. Base case gives us a fair value around $123 at a current price of $147. For a company with 48% operating margins, $10 billion in net cash, and a proven 14-year growth track record, that is a reasonable entry point. Bear case is real. If one of the 2 big customers slows their orders, even for a quarter, the stock reacts sharply. That is why I'm not putting the full position on today. My verdict, Arista is a high-quality business at a fair price. Not a gift, but a reasonable entry. Strong moat, proven management. Real AI tailwind, both from new data center builds and from the inevitable refresh of existing infrastructure.
I remember you said when we bought Microsoft, Arista is the company that builds the roads Microsoft drives on.
That's exactly right, and that's exactly why it fits the portfolio next to Microsoft. They're connected. Arista earns money in part because Microsoft spends money on data centers. And if this business keeps compounding at 20+% a year, in 5 years that might look like a bargain. That's the power of buying quality and waiting.
When's the next episode?
Soon. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The interactive DCF model and earnings report are linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.